What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel and welcome to part 28 of my full playthrough of the Spongebob movie game here on the PlayStation 2. And we don't have a whole lot left to do in this game. We're in one of the last levels of the game right now. This is Welcome to Planktopolis. So recently we've gotten King Neptune's crown back from Shell City, and we've made it back to Bikini Bottom, but since SpongeBob and Patrick have been away, Plankton's done a bunch of remodeling on Bikini Bottom, and he's turned it into Planktopolis. And everyone in Bikini Bottom except SpongeBob and Patrick are under Plankton's mind control, and of course Mindy. Um, so we've got to stop Plankton, but in order to do that, you see those statues in the distance? Those statues are how Plankton is controlling his bucket helmet. So if we destroy those statues, then we break his control over Bikini Bottom. So the first one is straight ahead. And so in the last part, we had done two very difficult Sonic Wave guitar challenges, and then at the end of that part, I made my way to Planktopolis. Actually, no, I guess the Sonic Wave guitar challenges were 2 parts ago. I think I just started Planktopolis. That's all I did. I just started Planktopolis. So what we're going to do in this part is just continue moving forward and probably make it into that main building. And then we'll have to go from there. But actually, we do have an upgrade, so let's buy that real quick. So we can either upgrade Patrick's Star Spin or his Throw. I'm going to do his Star Spin, because this way Patrick can now deflect enemy projectiles just like SpongeBob. Alright, so an upgrade allows Patrick's Macho Star Spin to reflect enemy projectiles back at them. Nice. So we only have one more upgrade to get, and we're actually pretty close to it. Oh no, it's the mini foggers. Look how tiny they are. And it's these missile guys. I like the missile guys because they give you a ton of weights. Look at that. 100 weights for taking out one enemy. I love it. Alright, so now what we want to do is, you see this big crane here. We gotta press this button and it'll lower this platform that the crane's hooked onto, and we'll be able to get onto the platform to take out that first statue. And then down there, you see there's 2 doors. There's a couple of challenges we can do down there in a second. Alright, so let's get on. And then this will be raised back up, and then we gotta face off against our first statue. So basically the statue's eye will open up and he'll launch stuff at you, and then his eye will close again. So you want to launch your Sonic Wave guitar at the eye. And that's it. That's one statue down. Oh, and now it launched that crane so that we can get across. Uh-oh, we got another one of these guys. Oh, get wrecked. That guy got wrecked. Alright, we don't have to worry about going in there right now because we have a lot of stuff to do out here. We got, I think, one challenge. Actually, you know what? I think we have to do every challenge down there as Patrick. Because if you see, there's Freezy Fruit and Throw Fruit. I don't know why the Throw Fruit is there. Oh ho ho, that was a lot of wreckage. Alright, let's turn into Patrick so we can get down there. I know why the Freezy Fruit is there. I'm not sure why the other one's there. I guess that's in case Patrick has to take anything out, but we already took it out, so... Alright, Patrick, it's your turn. So you want to throw the Freezy Fruit down there. And then, I guess... these doors aren't open. I think that's what the, I think that's what the platform is for. I'm gonna die. Yep. I was focusing on the weights. Alright, now I know why it's there. Okay, so this. And then we need this on here. There we go. So that was easy. So basically you just need it for that. That's literally all you need it for. Is to collect this Goofy Goober token in here. Oh. And then if we do that, we gotta do it again because we gotta open that other door now. So let's go back up and get another fruit. We have to wait for that to thaw. So I think that thing that we just got was called Ice Skating Idiot. Pretty simple. Just throw the freezy fruit down to freeze the lava, then throw the throw fruit on the platform, the pressure plate. That'll open the door, and that's it. And then the other door is going to give us a challenge we can do. And I think it's the I think it's the last combat arena challenge. There we go. Yep, it's the last combat arena challenge. So you know how a long time ago I told you guys that there were 4 combat arena challenges in this game? We've done 3 of them so far. The first one we did was when it was in I'm Ready Depression. That one was pretty easy. The second one I think was in... Was it in 3,000 Miles to Shell City? No. I think it was in Bubble Blowing Baby Hunt. It was either that or 3,000 Miles to Shell City, and that one was slightly harder. But I think it was Bubble Blowing Baby Hunt. And then the last one was in... it wasn't Shell City. Was it? Hold on. No. Oh, no, don't do that. Oh, it was in Now That We're Men. Yeah, that was the last one. Now That We're Men. And that one was pretty tough. The one in Now That We're Men was pretty tough. But this one, if you remember a while back, I said that this one was hilariously easy. Well, you're about to see why it's hilariously easy. You'd think, oh, it's in the last level. This thing's got to be tough. Nope. It's not tough. It's actually hilariously easy. And you do it as Patrick. The other 3 you did as Spongebob. You do this one as Patrick. And literally, look at this. It's the ultimate combat challenge. There's literally one enemy. And it's a jellyfish. Look at this. All you have to do is defeat the jellyfish. That's it. That's the whole challenge. SpongeBob gets like 3 really difficult combat arena challenges. Patrick comes in and all he has to do is take out 1 jellyfish. You know what would have made that challenge a little bit harder is if you had to take out like 100 jellyfish. Like if that whole platform was just full of jellyfish and you had to take them all out, that would be tough. You'd think that would be easy, but it would be tough because they're all going to be stinging the crap out of you. Yeah, that's it. That's literally the last combat arena challenge in the game. 1 jellyfish and you're done. I mean, it couldn't be easier than that. Ow! So now we've done everything in this area. So now I guess we can go on a little bit further. So I think what I'm going to do is at least do this room in here, which will take us to the top of this building. And then we could probably stop there, and then the next part will probably finish Planktopolis. Yeah, you get out of here, bro. Come here. I really can't... I can't deflect these things. Look at this. I've never been this bad at deflecting their projectiles. Usually, I'm pretty good at it. Like, look. What happened? Why am I so bad at deflecting these now? I'm like really bad at timing it. Ow! Come on, dude. I physically can't do anything. Finally, dude. Alright, before we do this room, I'm going to clear out all these weights. Just collect everything. But then the objective in this room is you see these buttons everywhere. We gotta press all of these buttons, because that's gonna activate a couple of wall jumps that we can use to get up higher. How many points are we gonna get here? A decent amount. Not as much as it should give you, but whatever. Watch out for all these spikes, too. Oh, dude, I need that Krabby Patty out there. I need that Krabby Patty. Give it to me. I tried doing a cartwheel. I'm not Patrick, okay? Can't do cartwheels. Alright, we almost have our last upgrade. Look at that. We're only 800 away. Okay, so let's press button number 2. There we go. 2 more buttons. There was a similar objective to this in Battle for Bikini Bottom. If you remember when we were in the museum in Rock Bottom, you had to press all the buttons to deactivate the security system in the museum. Well, this is sort of similar, but instead we're activating a wall jump. Last button. There we go. Alright, so you want to be careful with this wall jump because it's got electricity on it. So you want the electricity to be above you, because then it'll be below you once it goes up. So that's the easiest way to do that. Okay, so now we're up here. There's quite a lot to do in this area. There's more buttons we gotta press, and basically we gotta make it across there.
This kind of button can only be pressed by hitting it with the sonic wave.
I got that, Mindy. Then there's a wall jump over there to get over there. Then there's more platforms that'll lead to that wall jump that'll get us up there. And then our way out is way up there. So that's what we gotta do. Alright. So first, use Sonic Wave Guitar on this button here. That'll activate this. Ow! Dang it, dude. Finally. Okay. So now, you want to press that button right there, which is going to activate the left side of this wall jump. So this side is stationary, but this side is going to go back and forth. So you want to wait for that side to come to here, and then you want to wall jump across. This is a pretty difficult wall jump. One of the harder ones in this game. Alright, so wait for it to come across, and notice you can see the wall jump says Plankton on it. Typical narcissist move, putting his name on everything. Okay, so just take it nice and slow here. Just be in sync with the wall. Okay, so that's that. So now we gotta press this button. That'll activate more platforms. Just wait on the steam. I went around the steam there. I wouldn't recommend doing that though, because that's risky business. Okay, so now you want to use your uppercut to get that button. And that's going to activate this wall jump, but again, it's got more electricity, but this time the electricity is going down instead of up. So instead of being above the electricity, or sorry, instead of being below the electricity, you want to be above the electricity. So you want to wait for it to get low and then jump above it. And then race it to the top. Oh, there we go. So now we can take that guy out. Got him. Alright, so another button here. This button's going to activate more platforms. That'll get us up to there. And then there's going to be another statue. Another Plankton statue that we have to take out. So let's do this. Alright, let's wait on the steam. Go. Alright. I will tell you this. I've been saying this a lot recently in my parts that I've been putting out. There's a lot of things that I've done in this playthrough that I've never done first try before. For instance, the ring challenge and the macho time challenge in Rock Slide, that was a couple parts ago, never have done that first try. And this is another thing. I've never done this room first try. Like getting through all of this, that wall jump, over across here, that wall jump. I've never done this first try. I always either fall down or the electricity kills me or the steam kills me. So that's insane that I've done this first try. Yeah, come here, bro. Can't beat me. Okay, maybe you can beat me. Ugh, get him. He's still not dead. Die, you. Alright, so now you want to hit that button that's above the doorway. And that'll give us a platform to get across. There we go. Need to refill my Krabby Patties. I'm pretty low right now.
I don't remember seeing it before.
Alright, so now we're over here. So you see this button will activate platforms because there's 2 more statues there. And then there's more lava. I think there's another challenge we can do in the lava. Because if you see over in the distance, there's one of those ice blocks that's attached to a balloon. There's another Patrick challenge in here. So I'm wondering what I want to do. Why don't we defeat those 2 statues there? And then we can end the part. Because then in the next part, we want to go into that room. That's another building, but it's a much bigger building. This was a smaller building. This is a much bigger building we're going to be going into. And that's probably going to be a whole part in itself. Because that's where the last Plankton statues are. They're inside there. So let's at least defeat these 2 statues, and then in the next part we can probably do the challenge in the lava and then head into that building. Alright, so this is pretty difficult too, because we gotta do a lot of platforming across here just to get to where the statues are. So this is kind of similar to the throwing the fruit electric challenge that we did in Bubble Blowing Baby Hunt, but instead of doing it as Patrick, we're now doing it as Spongebob. And instead of using throw fruit, we're using Spongebob's bubble bowl. Oh boy. I don't think I have enough health to do this. Because those things are going to annihilate me when I get to the last platform. Because how it's going to work is one eye is going to open and it's going to launch at one thing, and then the other eye is going to open and launch at the other thing. Got that one. Alright, so now we want to get over to the other statue. Because he's only going to fire at that one. And that's why I would highly recommend leveling up your Sonic Wave guitar. Because it's so useful for taking out those eyes. Because if you don't have it leveled up, then you have to actually get the Sonic Wave guitar all the way to their eye. And by the time you would get there, his eye is going to be closed. But if you have the lock-on feature, you'll be able to get him from way further away before his eye can close. Alright, let's take these guys out, then we can end this part. Ow! You're killing me here. You're killing me. Ow! I am literally gonna die. How I'm gonna die. So many missiles.
Is the room spinning or is it just me?
I need to get at least... And I'm dead. You stupid missile people. I hate you. Ugh. Ow. I got hit by the, There we go. That guy's dead. Yeah, come here. Come on. How about that? Die.
That giving up manliness, even in the corner.
Alright, let's clear out all these boxes. Oh, dude, look at this. There's a 50 weight up there, but how do I get it? That'll help. So you don't want to use your uppercut on this, because if you do, you're going to blow up all this stuff before you can get this. But look, this is going to be our last upgrade. This should be enough. Yes. And see, now once you get all the upgrades that you need, the next thing is at 99,999. But you don't have to worry about getting all the way up to there, because you're never going to collect that many. Because once you collect all the weights for the upgrades, they significantly go down. And it would take you, I don't even know how long, to get like 64,000 weights. You'd be playing this game for like 40 hours. It's not worth it, because you don't get anything for doing it. So, but let's upgrade Patrick's last ability, because we're actually gonna need to upgrade it. I think. I don't. Well, maybe not. We probably don't need to upgrade it, but I'm gonna upgrade it anyway, just so that he has the ability upgraded. So part of 100%ing this game is obviously finding all 42 treasure chests, all 65 Goofy Goober tokens, beating every level, beating the final boss, but also getting all these upgrades. So this is part of the 100% completion. Look at that! Alright, so an upgrade allows Patrick's macho throw objects much further by pressing and holding R1. Exactly. So normally, Patrick would just pick up an object with R1 and then throw it with R1, but if you hold it, he'll spin around kind of like an athlete doing the hammer throw. If you've ever seen track and field events in the Olympics, you know that the hammer throw, they have this giant ball that's attached to a sort of a handle, and they like spin around and throw it. That's basically what Patrick's doing. He's throwing the object by spinning around and chucking it. So you can throw it much further, and you can actually pick where it's going to go. It'll have a targeting thing that you can use to target things from pretty far away. So it's pretty useful. But that should do it for this video. In the next video, like I said, we'll do this challenge in the lava over here. It's a Patrick challenge. And then we'll head on into the main building and you know, defeat the last of Plankton's statues and finish Planktopolis, and then all we have left is one more paddy wagon level, and then the final boss. So we're getting pretty close to the end of this game, but if you enjoyed this video, and I hope you did, then leave a like on it, and subscribe to my channel if you're new by hitting that subscribe button. I'm currently at 536 subscribers, so I only need 14 more subscribers to hit my next subscriber threshold at 550, and with your help we can get there. And then once you subscribe, click that notification bell, set it to all notifications so you don't miss a single video I post. I thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next part as we hopefully finish Planktopolis.